marijuana I wouldn't really put in those same categories, although they're both naturally grown. I think the effects of marijuana are much less hazardous, such as the hallucinations that can be caused by drugs such as mushrooms, which can cause people. Those have actually been correlated with things such as schizophrenia and are definitely much more hazardous to cognitive functions. So I'd like to focus on drugs that can't really harm society, but I believe that those drugs should be kept illegal.
Interesting. You're saying you'd like to keep those drugs legal, but one of the reasons you mentioned for marijuana is that certain religions use it for religious purposes, and peyote has been used for probably just as long as marijuana in religious purposes.
Well, I wouldn't be, I guess I wouldn't be against them getting it, because like the government has allowed them to use those types of rituals, like if it's, you know, in their part of religion, in their own kind of environment. So if people want to use that for religious reasons, I'd say okay, but I wouldn't advocate it to the public to do that as a recreational drug like I did for marijuana.
Isn't it still kind of like a question then of personal freedom? Shouldn't we be given the choice?
Well, I based my arguments more on something being compared to things that are legal, which have similar effects, but I think those effects are much different than the legal drugs such as cigarettes and alcohol. They take it to a new level.
I'll come back to that one. Let's go to Molly. You talked about marijuana being addictive and used as your example the amount of people that are admitted into treatment. Are you aware that 56% of those that are admitted into treatment are there because of criminal justice referrals, and that over a third of those who have been admitted into treatment have not actually smoked pot in the last 30 days? So is that really an indication of addiction, or is that just an indication of more law enforcement forcing people into treatment to avoid jail time?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess it could be seen as like a lesser, or seen like a lesser form of punishment. But I mean, I would argue that they started off with smoking pot.
But does it really prove? Because you made the indication that it proved that it was addictive, whereas really it seems to be more of a proof that people are getting caught.
Don't start.
Sorry, I saw a poster.
I mean, I get like.